crew, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and we back at it, man, with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. This is looking like it's probably going to be our final week of Forza Horizon 3 videos. The pre-order, the VIP, I believe, release of Forza Motorsport 7 is going to be coming this Friday, so I'm going to be playing that all weekend pretty much, trying to stack up the loot. So the requests will continue just into that game, so definitely let me know what Forza Motorsport 7 builds you guys want to see on the channel for next week, man. But for today's video, since we're finishing off with Horizon 3, we're gonna come out strong this week, and today's request comes from Tim Fox and Sebastian Hausner, and they both want to see a Tesla build. Now, Sebastian in particular wants to see a RICER Tesla build. Now, I don't think we've done a RICER Tesla build on the channel. Possibly, I believe way back when we were playing Motorsport 6, we actually had a Tesla build, but it was a drift build. So the fact that, you know, Tesla's out here just, you know, living life as though these types of things can't happen to them, we're about to change all that right now, man. So let's go ahead, buy this Tesla up, 72,000 credits. Now, if you guys do want to see an auction, probably next Sunday for pretty much as many cars as I have left in this game, hashtag auction for me. Now, if enough people, if enough people want to see the auction, man, we're definitely going to make that happen. Now, I have a whole ton of cars in this game that once Forza Motorsport 7 comes out, I'm not really going to have any use for these cars. Now, I may come back, play this game if I get bored of just track racing. But for the sake of having some fresh new builds, man, I think Motorsport 7 is going to be a good game to jump into for a little bit. But before we get started with this build, obviously we need to check out our conversions. Now, the only option for this car, I would have liked to see like a gas-swapped engine for this thing. Now, as you can see, you can get the race motor and battery parts, as it says right here. However, I'm not going to do that. RICERs often don't have that much money. I just think it would be funny to see a Tesla with an actual gas-powered engine. I mean, it would really obviously defeat the entire purpose of having a Tesla, the Tesla, what is this, the Model S P90D. Oh, we got ludicrous mode too, so that's pretty cool. But we're going to live our life as though we are RICERs, which means we're not going to have a single idea as to what a Tesla should, how it should look good. So I'm thinking we're going to go ahead, widen up both the front and back rear tires. Now, as far as the wheels go, I'm thinking something big. I'm thinking something chrome. Now, these 3-spoke wheels right here, probably a good choice, but I'm just going to skim through a couple other options because I think we can do a little bit better than that. Now, I think these work design DHs are probably going to be a good bet here. Now, really, the only wheel that I think this, or the only car that I think this wheel looks good on has got to be like an old classic Mercedes, like, I don't know, an older, what's that one that Hoovie's Garage has? Not a C63, I think it might be a C63, an older one. I'm not too sure, man. You watch so many YouTube videos in a day, ladies and gentlemen. The information just comes and goes so quickly. It's tough to, keep the old noodle up to speed. Now, as you can see here, we don't have too many options. Now, I'm going to leave the brakes. Typically, I wouldn't have, I'd be putting some brakes on here if this wasn't going to be a RICER build. Rally springs and dampers, though, I think is going to be the way to go. Now, really, lifting this thing off the ground as high as possible, getting those springs as soft as possible is going to be the key. Now, obviously, with this being the electric build, you don't have any options for upgrading the motor, only that little battery conversion. We're going to install the setup as is. I think the paint's where this thing's really going to come around, because right now, for me, a Tesla's a little out of the picture for me, but once they come down in price and it's a reasonable option, I think that's when you're really going to see a lot of people racing these things out and making them very ugly. So I'm going to try to find a RICER color. Now, obviously, something bright. RICERs love bright colors, man. Those bright wraps. I don't know. The lime green for this one, I think, is just going to be a good bet. Let's go ahead and carbon fiber the hood, most definitely. But we'll do the matte carbon fiber because we couldn't afford the gloss. As far as the wheels go, those don't look quite chrome enough, so I'm going to go all the way over here and we're going to put a nice aluminum polish finish on those bad boys, as well as some deep limo tint because them haters can't see me. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and save that to the current car. Now, with a lot of the videos that I make, they're, you know, considered how-to videos. This is more how to not, you know, because when I make a lot of these RICER videos, these are not meant to be taken seriously. And I know a lot of people, especially when I rip on the car in question, which I really don't think I've done. Like, I haven't really done it at all in this one. I'm just, you know, it's we'll let Tesla have an easy go this time. But you know, when I do rip on the cars and people do get offended, man. They think that I'm being serious when I call like an RX-7 or like I don't know, R34 Skyline. I'm like, these cars are crap. Or the Supra for sure. I got a lot of crap for the Supra build. People think that I'm being serious, which is definitely not the case, man. But with being a RICER comes odd and strange decisions, and this, you know, this wrap here is going to be one of them. Now, you know, you ever just see a car and you think, what is that guy thinking? That guy's probably a RICER, you know. So we're just going to put on a completely absurd wrap onto this one. And with that being said, we are just about ready to hit the road with this beast. Now, bear in mind, this thing is still a Tesla, so I'm expecting it to be somewhat quick off the line. But with any luck, we may have destroyed the handling to the point where this thing is just unbearable to drive. And that's truly what being a RICER is all about. And yes, we're into the wall already, so we're off to a good start. Now we got the one thing that really makes it difficult for this car to be RICE is the fact that there's absolutely no noise from it. RICER's, generally speaking, very loud through the muffler tips, as one might say. Oh, hit the pole there. Now we're on the road. Still absolutely no sound whatsoever, which is very strange. No gear shifting or anything. Slowly creeping up to speed. I don't think that I like this, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if there is ever a chance that car manufacturers stop making gasoline vehicles, already the manual transmission's pretty much fading away, which is, I think what the issue is that a lot of people that buy brand new cars want the automatics because they want the comfort. Because, you know, gearheads typically, they don't go out and buy brand new cars because we know how to find good deals on used cars, or the cars that we like or are into, you know, from our childhood are older cars and they're not brand new cars. So that's what I think. That's, you know, that's kind of a crummy thing to have happen. I mean, you know, there's always going to be used cars out there, but, you know, let's say you have a car like a 240 SX not being produced anymore. Very sought after car, especially in, you know, everybody drifts them and stuff like that. You got pro drifters, wannabe drifters. Those cars are going to be harder to come by. You know, the premium, the price is definitely going to go up as the numbers start to decline and people start trashing them. You know, the price is going to go up for those cars, which I feel like it already has. If you look online or on, you know, Craigslist or Kijiji, you're going to see those cars selling for like $4,000 or $5,000 for a very beat up example, which I don't think is right. But, you know, if that's what you want, you're going to be willing to pay for it, right? But such is life, man. You gotta get them while you can. But I guess since we fast traveled back to the city, this car's really not that exciting. I mean, it looks pretty stupid, I'll admit that, but as far as oh man, that reverse torque is insane, man. Way more than the forward torque. But I mean, you know, I figured there's not much going on with this car, so we can easily put an end to this video right now. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this Tesla RICER build, let me know down in the comments section. Like I said before, we are definitely going to be switching over to Forza Motorsport 7 for next week. So let me know if you guys want to see that as well. And with that being said, I am your boy D Nally, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and we're going to catch y'all at the next one, man. Peace. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.